Hi guys, it's Dr. Cody Dukes and we are back again for yet another video. Now you already know what to do. If you haven't already, like this video and please subscribe to the channel. It'll help me get seen in the algorithm. I'm uploading 5 videos a week, that's one every weekday. I cover motivational and inspirational content with a pop culture twist. I look at things like movies, sports, anime, cartoons, superheroes, you name it. I try to find the motivational aspect of it and then deliver it in a way that you can take it and use it for your daily lives. If that sounds like something you guys might be interested in, this is the channel for you. Now with that out of the way, today I wanted to talk about a movie that I saw that is actually, in my opinion, one of the more underrated movies that I've seen in a long time. And it's a movie called Escape Room. Now, Escape Room is a movie based on a group of people who somehow all end up in a game of life and death. And they eventually make it out, and they've actually, spoiler alert, made a sequel to this movie here recently that I haven't seen yet, but I do plan to watch it eventually if I ever get some time away from YouTube. But the movie is based on the popular, I guess, recreational activity that you can find in most cities, especially major cities, which is that of an escape room. Now, an escape room is a game where you and at least one other person, if my memory serves me correctly, it has to be at least 2 people who do an escape room. And so you go in, and it's a room that basically is a big puzzle. There are a bunch of things that you have to try to find in order to be able to find the key to unlock the door to escape. And they're really fun if you do them with a group of people, hopefully people who are clever and willing to look and search out and discover things, find secrets, people who look at a random piece of paper that has writing on it and think this means something, and not people who see a random piece of paper with writing on it and thinks this is a piece of trash. It really takes a certain type of mind to make it through an escape room and get out before the time is up. In fact, I and my brother and my cousin and her husband and one of their friends recently did an escape room, and we had a lot of fun. We made it out. We took pictures. Maybe I'll post them somewhere in this video so you can see us celebrating. But the reason I'm talking about the movie Escape Room, or just escape rooms in general as an activity, is because as I sat back and thought about it, and I really looked at the concept of an escape room, I realized that escape rooms are a lot like life, right? It seems like everything is hidden to you. Everything is a mystery. Everything you have to figure it out. Everything you basically figure out one thing so that you can help to solve the next puzzle. And hopefully that'll help you solve the next puzzle, and you think eventually I'm going to be successful and escape from this perpetual cycle of figuring out one thing just to figure out another. And maybe if you're lucky enough, you're born into one of those families where you have some people who've already figured some things out, right? They've already done some pieces to the puzzle, and they pass it on to you so that you won't struggle as much as they did, right? But for most of us, it's not the case. I'm the first doctor in my family. Luckily, since me, there's been another, but the fact still stands. I didn't have anyone who had this doctor or doctorate program thing figured out to pass down to me. And so I had to figure it out on my own. But luckily, I'll be able to pass that down to future generations myself. But life is a lot like an escape room. And it's even more so when you consider the fact that escape rooms require you to have help. Because as much as so many of us really want to believe that we do it all on our own, that we're self-sufficient and independent, life is most rewarding and fulfilling when you have fulfilling relationships to go along with it. And hopefully they're like the people that you take into the escape room with you. They're inquisitive, they're smart, they think, they see and they ask why. They figure out one puzzle while you're figuring out another, and then you two come together to solve a bigger puzzle. Now, similarly to escape rooms, there is a numbers limit on how many people you can take in. And in life, there'll probably be a numbers limit on how many people you can really be close with. But, like with the escape room, when you guys succeed together, there's a big celebration. You take pictures. You talk about how you didn't know that you'd make it out. You talk about what you were thinking when you figured out certain details. And you pass it on. And if it wasn't such a bad experience, you give for another one, right? Now I know this metaphor is going a little bit all over the place, but my point is still the same. So much of life requires you to just figure out things that a lot of times you don't see coming. A lot of times no one explains to you how it's going to work out. And you're just figuring it out. And as you figure it out, you figure something else out, and then another problem comes up and you figure that out. And eventually, if you figure out enough puzzles, you make it out, right? You become successful. You get the life that you've always wanted. You get your dreams to come true. The car you wanted, the house you wanted, the family and the wife and kids, the job, the benefits, right? The freedom. If you figure it out. But figuring it out requires you to be inquisitive, requires you to be observant, requires you to investigate some things. You know, that's one of the things that baffles me about our society today. There's so many people who say they want to be successful, they want to be rich, they want to be that, they want to vacation all the time, they want to buy this car and that car, this jewelry and that jewelry. But none of them actually do any type of investigation into what that really requires. Any type of investigation into what type of investment it requires to get out those results. Won't read a book. Won't look up a YouTube video. Like this is one of my things. Information is so free in today's society. There's no excuse not to know. And there's so many people who just don't know. Maybe at one point in time, you could say that people were hiding the information. They were keeping it away from you. But nowadays, it's like an escape room. You walk in and there's clues sitting in the middle of the floor. All it is just waiting for you to go pick up the piece of paper. Open the drawer and look at the book. Like these are actual clues in the escape room. That's why I'm saying this. Consider that there may be a random hidden door behind the mirror. Flip over the mattress. So guys, do you feel like you're in an escape room? Do you feel like you get problem after problem? And every time you figure one problem out, another one comes. Every time you solve one problem, another one comes. And you feel like nobody prepared you. Nobody told you this is how you could solve it. And maybe you have friends, maybe you don't, who are like-minded, who think the same way you do, who are working to get out of the escape room. Guys, if you're stuck in the escape room, I would tell you, make sure you get you some of those friends who are trying to get out the same way as you. I know the concept of staying tight with your day ones and being loyal sounds really romantic and idealistic, but guys, there are some people, as they say, who they're just not meant to take the ride with you. They're not meant to make the journey with you, and you have to be willing to let them go so that you can proceed with those who are trying to get out of the escape room just like you. Guys, are you being inquisitive? Are you asking why when you see the piece of paper? Are you looking at every book you can? Searching YouTube videos? Guys, if you're not doing this, I would posit that you're not really trying to get out of the escape room. I'm telling you guys, when you go in, there are going to be some people who seems like they're trying to flip over everything, trying to turn over every leaf, as they say, to figure it out. And then there are some people who are going to be in the room and just looking, their eyes wide open, trying to figure out what in the world is going on. Guys, don't be one of them. Be the person that's trying to figure this out. And when you figure it out, you benefit and your posterity benefits, because you can then pass on what you figure out to your next generation. That's my video, guys. If you haven't already, please like this video. It doesn't cost you anything. It won't hurt you. It won't sting. You won't get COVID or anything like that by pushing the like button. Guys, please subscribe to my channel. I post 5 videos a week. That's one every weekday. I cover motivational, inspirational content with a pop culture twist, looking at things like movies, sports, anime, superheroes, you name it. I try to find the motivational aspect of it and package it in a way that you can receive it, internalize it, and then implement it into your lives. Guys, if there's a subject that I haven't covered that you want me to talk about some, please put it in the comments. I'll try to go through and read every single one so that I can serve you the best way that you feel you need to be served. If you know anyone that could benefit from my message, from my content, send them my way, send them my videos. I would love to be able to help them. I enjoy being able to help you. I thank you for watching for this long. And until next time, peace.